recording in progress.
I wasn't
there
sure if
she
that
is.
was going to record. Now, you'll see how often I do housework because my window still says vote Jack.
But everyone should still vote for Jack.
Yeah.
You can still vote in that contest that I've now forgotten about.
Yeah, me too.
I haven't forgotten about it. Just kidding. Fran!
Carlo, ho, ho, ho.
Why do I take my glasses off right before I'm
Shall
about
I put
to
my
read?
glasses on? Shall we both
Well,
be
I
glasses,
see.
buddy?
I see my. Yes. You would look beautiful in glasses.
Well, thank you. I have glasses.
Not that you don't look beautiful without glasses. And
You've never seen me in glasses.
That's probably true. Is it true?
Yeah, I'd never wear them in front of humans.
What is the purpose of them? Like, do you need them for? Is it cosmetic? You're like, look at me with glasses. Aw, he's looking at you. Solid start, by the way.
He's looking at me. The purpose of glasses is the usual purpose of glasses, which is to see better.
Near or far, that's the thing, because they have multi-purpose.
Yeah. So I have this thing, and it turns out my eyes aren't actually that bad, but it turns out they used to be absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Me too. Me too.
Right? And I've just realized I'm recording on my iPad. I don't actually know what the screen looks like, so I don't know what I'm recording. Oh, there we go. There's the two of us. But oh, this is interesting. It might have a weird recording with just you on the main screen for a while. But when I had a baby, did you know that having a baby,
totally
as
fine
well
with me,
as making your feet grow by like 2 sizes, I'm where you normally are, and this is weird. My feet grew by 2 sizes. Lots of other things happened, but having a baby also ruins your eyesight. So I love sewing. I have sewing paraphernalia everywhere. And I used to be very, very good at very fine sewing because I could see so well. And then I can't see as well. So I went to get glasses and I'm like, you don't really need them. And I was like, no, but it's like Superman not being able to fly as fast. And it's really annoying. Like, if I can't see people when they're that close. So when someone's trying to be smushy and cute and I'm like, oh, I can't see you move back, and they have to move back.
It's like one eyeball. You're like,
yeah, you know, like you're lying in bed and you're on the pillow and you're like, yep, nope, can't focus on you. Please move back. It's not romantic. So. But I don't wear glasses in bed. It's just, if you know.
Well, look at us.
Look at us.
Look, who'd have thought?
Not me.
Not me. Not me.
Not me.
Look at, so there's lots going on in this episode
of 2024.
Yes, episode 26. We're gonna call this the season 1 finale.
Finale.
Bum, bum. In fact, I made up a cool thumbnail for this episode, and then I realized now I'm going to change it because it has nothing holiday related at all.
Nothing seasonal.
Now it's kind of like a episode. I went for like an end of the road, like you know, dead end. Like, oh, it's
we
the
are
end.
Dead end. If I've ever known 2 more dead end people, it's us.
Especially emotionally.
Emotionally.
That's not true. Actually, I had a very healthy session yesterday. That was far from emotionless. So
well done. I was going to talk about that stuff. What's it called? You know, the stuff that you see in cowboy films? Tumbleweed. I saw tumbleweed for the first time at Mammoth Lakes.
They're cool, right? Like,
it was super exciting. I was like, oh my God, it really exists.
And they can be bigger than you think. Like you'd have to like bear hug one. Like Dustin would have to bear hug one. They can be pretty.
It was really fun. Massive. I didn't think it was real. I just, you know, wild.
They just put it out, living in a simulation. Well, it's not real. We're all depends if you're blue pill, red pill. You know what I mean?
Yellow pill.
I don't know what the yellow pill is.
Neither do I. And I don't know.
Oh, in my case, it's fish oil because I'm old and I take fish oil.
I wouldn't take fish oil, but I have taken vegan fish oil and it tastes just as bad.
That doesn't even. Okay, we're not gonna
fish oil. Do you want to disagree with me?
No, I'm not going to disagree with you, Fran, because you are in the mood to tussle, and I'm not in the mood to tussle at all.
Then tussle we shall not.
We shall not tussle. But we should tell you that episode 26, as we said before, is the season finale. Following this episode, there will be a little break for the holidays.
For the holidays.
We'll probably get back sometime in early Jan.
1
Jan, as you guys would say. We'd say January 1st.
I'm starting to forget what I would say because I'm doing so much American. So I'm like, January 1st. Oh, does that mean I've been doing all the Europe stuff American style? Ooh, I have. Dun, dun, dun.
I don't know.
Dun, dun, dun.
I don't know. So, community news.
Community news.
I have. What I did just for fun is I went back and I went through some of our data from the show.
Some data.
Just to kind of like how are we doing? Well, by the way, we're doing fine. But
How many
Like,
times did we mention écureuil?
oh, I didn't do. We have not done that. Oh, but you just did.
Months. We
Now I got to
forgot
dig
it.
up that photo. Now I got to dig up that little thumbnail and find it because I haven't had to post that in
A long
forever.
time, hasn't it?
Yeah, I will say, as the editor of the show,
And
I
producer.
probably don't put as much effort
Effort
into
in
like
as you did in the
adding
beginning. It was
adding
fun
little.
when you did that.
Yeah, and I do enjoy it, but
You
it's
should
like
probably put more effort into doing the silly
I
things.
used to put every like slide for
It was
like
fun.
race results and
It was
stuff.
fun.
Was it? You don't
Yeah.
watch it. How do you know?
I watched it when you did the fun things, and that was
You did
fine.
not. You've told me you don't watch it at all. You
I
record it and
do
that's it. You're
every
just
now
trying to
and
get me to
again.
do more work. I have a family, Fran.
Okay. People in the comments, do you prefer it when Carlo added silly things in, or do you like it being just our faces all the time?
Well, I do add something. You know what I love about this? We always say people in the comments.
Yeah,
The
then we
only
never read
person who
them.
comments is Jack.
And Melissa,
Not recently. And all Jack will say is like,
hey,
"Oh, okay,
Melissa, is that my camera? No. Hey, Melissa,
there it is. Where you
well
been,
done
girl?"
on your running this weekend,
Yeah.
but why did you abandon us?
Oh, shoot. I meant to mention this last week in community news. So,
Mm.
in fact, we'll do it right now. So, speaking of Melissa Linden, she did this thing that I think is awesome.
Mm.
She had, there I did with the, stop it. She had an annual mileage goal and she was like, ooh, I'm going to fall a little short. But two things I love are long runs and donuts. So she
Mm.
basically said, hey, friends and followers, here's my route, my like 24, 26-mile route I'm going to run on Saturday. Please look at my route and point out your favorite donut shop along the way. And I'm
There
going
are
to
that
stop
many donut
and
shops in
have,
a 26-mile
there
route.
was at least like 6.
I mean, it's
So
good
she
fuel for running
basically,
carbs, sugar,
yeah, she did
fat.
a long run with stops at various donut shops along the way. And I'm like, you know what? If I got to do a long run and I got to stop somewhere, although I think maybe by the third one or so, I'd be like, ooh, because donuts, I love them. But if I have more than one, I'm like, why did I have
Well,
more
there's
than
this
one
weird thing
donut?
that happens when you run long distance, she says, having run one marathon, is that you can't eat as much as you think you're going to eat. And you're like, oh, no, I don't really feel like it now, which is
Yeah.
kind of the difficulty with running endurance events, one assumes.
And honestly, a race like that that's distance based and not time based, like World's Toughest Mudder, like anytime I stop, I feel like, well, I'm not getting any closer to the finish line. So this race ain't gonna finish itself. Like Worlds, if you sit down for a minute, you're kind of like, that's
Well, 1 minute
cool.
closer. That's a
Exactly.
good motivation for lazy people like us,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Isn't that right? I'll just stay here in the pit for an hour and then I'll have
That's
to
what I
run
did at Europe's
for
Toughest
one
Mudder, and
less
then I went for
hour.
speed.
Yes.
Probably would have been
So,
easier to run. Anyway,
do you have any community news before I get into useless stats about our show?
I mean, we'll do race results later, I guess.
Yeah. Do you have any? What do you have besides? I have Deka World. Actually, I don't have the Deka World Championship. I'll look
I
up Deka World
have the
Championship.
OCR report page open in front of me for the Deka World Championships. Oh, community news.
Yeah.
OCR report just announced that they will
Oh
be
yeah, this is awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
the Metal Games in Kuwait in January. Already confirmed Nicole Miracle will be there, and I'm sure there'll be some other pretty cool athletes there. But yeah, the OCR report are going international.
I say Kuwait.
Kuwait.
Kuwait. Kuwait. Kuwait. Kuwait.
Anybody
Kuwait.
who knows how to say it? Oh, I learned how to say
Kuwait.
Ocala.
Ocala. Yeah.
Ocala.
Ocala, Florida. I think I have a cousin in Kuwait. As funny as that sounds.
Oh.
He's a contractor. Not a gross one, not like Blackwater or something like that. Oh, now I'm going to get my house blown up. Good job, Carlo.
I don't know what you just said.
Blackwater's a defense contract that did some shady stuff in Iraq. Allegedly.
Probably.
Allegedly. I don't want those New Jersey drones coming over here taking
Trenton,
out my house.
New Jersey.
By the way, come on, everybody. Calm down.
Calm down.
Calm down.
Calm down.
Look at us.
Look at us.
Look at
Who'd
us.
have thought?
Not me.
Not me.
Not me.
Not me. If you were with us over WTM, we said that lots.
Mm-hmm. And no one was with us, by the way.
It was just us. Oops, didn't mean to do that. So yeah, I've got the Deka.
All right.
Deka World Champs results.
Well, this is a loosey-goosey kind of show. Can we just point out my follow Lala Llama
I like
I
it.
just
Follow.
I've had this. This is my only Christmas sweater, and I wear it to pretty much every Christmas event that I
I
go
don't
to every year.
have a Christmas sweater, and this is my daughter's Christmas headband, and I really like it. And I
Did she
think
make it?
it's no, and I
Oh,
think it suits me more than it suits her because she's blonde, but she will not let me wear it.
well, you're her mom. But how are you wearing it if she won't let you wear it?
She's not here. I mean, like on Christmas Day, she won't let me wear it. Hey,
Oh, I get
hey,
it. I get
Evelyn,
it.
if you ever find this video when you're old enough to find this video,
She's not gonna find this video.
you should be like, Mom, I don't even remember that.
Whoa, did your camera just follow you? You got that Will Hicks thing going on. Will's does that too.
So
Only
good.
Will would be in a
So good.
completely brandless black polo and a black hat with no logo on it anyway, which says, I probably am the Unabomber. He does. He has that.
So anyway, useless
No,
stats
let's have
about
some
our
more
show.
fun. Will never listens to this.
He did. He listened last week, didn't he?
Well, maybe he'll listen this week. And it's not my fault that he dresses like an undercover cop when he's out and about at
You're
World's
an
Toughest
undercover
Mudder.
cop.
I'm not. Way to
You
blow
are.
my cover if I was, though, jerk.
Go on.
Okay,
Tell me
so
some useless stats.
here's some useless stats. I went through both downloads from our podcasting
Well,
side
this
of
is going to be
things.
embarrassing.
And yeah, it didn't make me feel great, but no, it was fine. The best part is I have nothing to compare it to. So maybe next year at this time, if we're still doing this, why wouldn't we be? I'd be like, well, remember last year when we had a little fledgling podcast? And anyway,
We're a multinational
now that now that we've been
podcast.
to Q8 and are you going to, by the way? Are we doing it remotely? I have
I
not
don't
heard
know.
any information. Yeah, I haven't
don't
either.
know.
I don't. I highly suspect I am not going because first off, it's like middle of January, which is a few weeks away,
Well, this looks worse.
and but I don't know. One can dream. One can dream.
One can dream.
Who wouldn't want to go to Kuwait in the middle of January? I'd be up for
I
it.
guess it's going to be hot. I could do with
Is
some
it?
heat. I'd hope it
Well,
was going to be warm. See where it is.
or
Well,
I don't know.
it's going to be warmer than this place. Man, oh man, it's probably about 12 degrees. It's 9 degrees. It's not cold. But
So-
anyway, come on.
We are not what you consider the most popular show on Spotify or Apple
Or
Music.
even the most popular people.
I think I'm a little more popular than you as far as just people liking me.
No one likes me. Do you know what? I saw my friend at the weekend and she set up a group years and years and years and years ago. Her and a couple of other girls set up a group in the UK called the UK Mud Queens. And it was a safe space for women in OCR. It's a great group. The group still exists, but it's not as active as it used to be. And it was kind of born out of the fact that Spartan Chick was actually a really horrible place. A lot of
those places can be.
and I was like, yeah, it's a real shame. And I just didn't get it because, like, every time I said anything in that group, it just became massive drama. And I was like, do I not understand? Am I getting words wrong? Because, like, I used to say, oh, kudos on this. And people would really, really be mean to me. And she's like, yeah, we had someone telling us we shouldn't accept you into the group because you were bad news. And I was like, who? Why does everyone hate me? I'm really nice.
Oh
She
no,
didn't remember who it was because it was so long ago, but it was someone from America from Spartan Chick. So
I would feel.
thanks,
I don't
guys.
know.
I'm still here.
I would like feel. Oh, that would. I mean,
Yeah.
as someone who, for right or wrong, like really cares about if someone has a negative opinion of me, like as I'm learning through more sessions. But yeah, that would
I would say if you were me, you would die because.
Okay, well, I don't want to do that. Not yet.
No, don't do that.
Not ready.
No, please don't. But I'm just saying, like, if I did start to care about the negative opinions that people have of me, it would be very upsetting because there are a lot of them, and I don't understand why. But please don't tell me either.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so
Please don't tell me.
now that we've had that aside, let me see if I can change my. There we go. Oh, there's my air vent. Okay, so here's some things that I looked up. So one thing I learned is if we have the World's Toughest Mudder logo in our preview thumbnail, the episode just seems to do better. I don't know if it just if it falls into people's algorithms or what, or if we put WTM in the title, people kind of go, huh? So So our 2019 or episode 19 WTM preview that we did, that was our most popular episode. And that had, you ready for this?
I'm ready.
35 downloads.
Oh my
Let's
God,
go.
this is like 2 hours of my week every week for 35
Let's
downloads.
go.
One of those is
35,
Dustin
baby.
every week, and one of those is
Take
you.
that, obstacle running adventures. Take that, Jack's Once a Quarter podcast. Take that, OCR talk.
I did not need to know that.
35 plus.
What about on YouTube?
Well, I'll get to that. These are separate items. Episode 5 and 6, now, granted, one thing I have to say, the early episodes, those numbers are skewed because we didn't start putting things up on the podcast networks until like episode 12. So the only way, just because we remember, I was
audio, yeah.
Yeah, audio. So by the way, some people definitely went back and listened to at 1 and went 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's super cute.
So, but episodes 5 and 6 had 5 downloads each. Those were our lowest ones. But I feel like what happened there is someone listened to the first few and was like, okay, I get it. And then skipped to the most recent one.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going with.
And also they're not exactly evergreen content, are they?
No, they're not.
I listen to Dateline, which I've told you, and I've just gone back to the first one and I listen in order because murder never gets old, apparently.
It does not. Dead people getting dead.
Dead people be dead. Whereas we talk about weekly stuff that's only important that week.
Yeah.
And maybe people are bored of us talking about Jack.
Yeah. Oh, you know what?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I'm going to have some fun. Speaking of Jack. No, this is the thing. I texted him last night and I said to Jack Goris, this week is our season finale. So we're going to need a little more effort. And he said, okay, I'll try. And I've received nothing.
Nothing.
So, let him cry. Let him cry. By the way,
if he cries.
So far, what we've talked about in this episode, perhaps that's why we only have X number of downloads.
I think we're really interesting, but okay.
I think we're incredibly interesting, Fran. Thank you for saying that. Thank you. All right. YouTube. Now, this might make you feel a smidge better. So all 25 episodes are up on YouTube. Total views, 1,540.
That is not bad.
That's not bad. That's about 61 episodes, if you want to break it down per episode.
That was funny.
What'd you say? I didn't hear it. I'm sorry.
You'll hear it when you edit and then you'll laugh.
But it's okay. Here's something I learned about editing. There are times when you and I are in the midst of a little bit of talking.
Deka isn't dead.
It's not dead.
No.
But wait a minute. I saw a post specifically saying that it was dead.
Pacifically saying or specifically saying?
Both. I'm in the Pacific and I saw it.
Atlantically saying?
So Pacifically,
I saw it Mediterraneanly saying.
But I thought you saw it up in the Arctic or wherever you are. You're up somewhere really cold.
Really high.
You're up there where all the world wars started.
Didn't actually get light today.
We just showed up later. So
Dad. You showed up later, and the anniversary was last week on December 7th.
Mm-hmm. But we didn't show up to your area till considerably later, like the following June, because
December 7th is when Paul.
Yeah, but that was when we had beef with Japan because they bombed the life out of our base.
And then America was like, "Yippee! Come on, stroke me for having known that." It's because I live with Dustin.
Consider yourself stroked.
Thank you. I accept.
Aw, see, so
we had 1,000 something downloads.
1,540 downloads or views on YouTube. Now I say it's 61.6 per episode, but let's be real. There were two episodes in there that really, like the episode 9, which was the one with Giles, where we did the world's toughest murder location reveal for 2025. Yeah. That one itself had 285 views. That was our most popular one. But that makes sense. That was, what's that? Yeah. But that's the one that that makes sense. That was big news that went out, across.
It also had some really funny editing on it as well. So maybe that helped.
It had a little bit.
And
we are
gonna get Matt Brooks on. Matt Brooks.
I'm excited about that, actually.
Yeah.
Matt Brooks, for those who don't know, is the race director of World's Toughest Mudder 2025 at Beaver Castle. Beaver Castle.
Beaver
That's
Castle.
Beaver Castle, as Giles would say. Although,
No, he wouldn't say it like that.
I hope we still see Giles, because I love Giles.
I hope so too. He's in the UK, so he should come, shouldn't he?
Mm-hmm. Unless he's on holiday in Croatia again or something. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Man, my coffee's extra chalky this morning. Excuse me. And then one quick last thing about our downloads. I didn't really go too deep into it, but
good, because I am getting bored, so everyone else will be too.
Absolutely.
This is probably why people don't like me.
The thing that made me go like, oh, was I remember we did the first episode and it had like, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 views. And the second episode had 11.
Less.
Had 11. 11, Fran. And I remember thinking like, no. Siri is like, can't find a group on your phone called 11 Fran.
Hey, Siri, like, play. Oh, no, not my Siri. Go away, my Siri.
Headphones, girl. She can't hear you.
Go away, my Siri.
She can't hear you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we've stumbled out of the blocks. We should probably record this whole thing over again. I'm just kidding. We're not doing that.
We are recording, right?
Yes, we are. Yes. Yes, we are. Man, we are. This is how listen up out there, all you popular podcasts. This is how you do a season finale.
This is how you do a season finale. Who'd have thought?
You bore your audience to tears, so they're like, thank God they're going away for a couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? Are you looking up the Deka World Championship race results, Fran?
Absolutely, I am.
I think you'd have those just queued up on your cellular phone.
Okay, so I'm going to go straight in with the Deka World Championship fit results, starting with the male elite. In third place was Nicholas Riker. In second place was Grayson Kilgore, and in first place was Dylan Scott. For the
Nicholas Riker. Oh, I mean, you're just burning through it. We don't even get a chance to like make little quirky comments about each person's name.
For the female, in third place was Morgan Schultz. In second place was Catherine Fassbender, and in first place was Lauren Weeks.
But if you don't stop talking, then I can't make a quirky comment. See?
That's why I stopped talking.
I was going to inject there, and then you were like, yeah, you can totally do that. Anyway, back you went.
In the male team elite.
To those people.
There are a lot of results to do, though, buddy. And we know it's boring for people.
Which is why I'm trying to inject little funny things that you keep not letting me do. Trying to bring the humor, and yet you're not letting me. Okay, go ahead.
In third place, the male team elite, Cole Walkington and John Walkington. In second place, Alphonse de Ruiz and Pauna Santamarinas. And in first place, David Magida and James Muscat.
Oh, a little controversy of that race, too. Did you see that? Little like, there was the baton, there was the, did I push you? Did both of our teams get over the line first? How did we? And that's all the detail I'm going to give you. Go watch the video that OCR report put up.
Covered really well a weekend.
By the way, all weekend long, it just seemed like the OCR report was all over my YouTube feed. There was a lot. Jason Dupree, dude. I don't know how he does it. Dude.
Female team elite. Third place, Bethany McChesney and Heather White. Second place, Stephanie Hillman and Tanya Thies. First place, Bridget Brown and Lexi Hazel. And the co-ed team elite. In third place was Brooklyn Nichols and Heather Golick. In second place was Catherine Fassbender and Kevin Gregory. And in first place, Katie Duke and Grayson Kilgore.
God, I love that name, Grayson Kilgore. Kevin Gregory, it should point out, as we all know, is Bubbles the Clown, if you know him from World's Toughest Mudder and other events. Reset what I believe to be his world record.
He is mental.
Last year on the assault bike, he did
25 calories.
Yeah,
you do it, and then I'm going to talk.
Oh my God, I'm trying. He did last year. He set I don't know if it's an official world record, but we're calling it a world record. 25 calories on the assault bike in 13 seconds.
15 seconds, I think. Was it 15 seconds? Or was it? I thought it was.
Last year it was 13, I believe.
I thought it was 15, but okay.
This year, 12 seconds. 12. Have you done the assault bike? Have you done 25 calories
So let
I've
me
done
tell you a
10.
story. This is what I was going to tell you. I was last Friday up testing things. And I was on an assault bike and I hadn't done the rest of DecaFit. I'd just done some rower. And it took me like just under 2 minutes to do 25 calories on an air bike.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I
he did
found
it
that
in
hard.
12 seconds.
Justin, how long did it take you to do 25 calories on the air bike?
I did
56 seconds for Dustin.
Yeah. Yeah. In that video, I had my my local CrossFit gym had our Christmas party last Saturday. And I went around to everybody like, watch this, watch this. I just kept showing it over and over and over again because it's like
it was 15 seconds last year.
Nobody cares about last year. The important thing is it was 12 seconds this year. I saw a post. I'm just telling you, I didn't get that number out of nowhere. I saw a post where it was listed as last year.
On the
was
OCR report, last year it said 15 seconds.
Oh, well, they're not usually inaccurate. Why are you eating your microphone?
Because now we've turned into an ASMR channel because it might be more successful. Okay. Deka Mile.
The Deka Mile.
In third place, Colin Steifer. In second place, Grayson Kilgore. And in first place, Rylan Shadek.
Who?
Rylan Shadek.
And you know what? When someone said, "Good job, Rylan," he probably said, "Thank you, ma'am."
He probably did, because he's a very polite young man. Like
he's a very polite young man.
He's a very polite young man.
And quite handsome.
Quite handsome.
And fit.
Fit and strong.
You might call him a Deka World Champion.
One might. I will.
Attaboy. Continue.
Attaboy. For the female elite Deka World Championship mile, Katie Duke in third place. Janelle Teal in second place. And Tara Jackson in first place.
Love it.
For the male elite teams was in first place. Third place.
Thirst place.
And Brian Neely. In second place, Kevin Gregory and Zach Tate. And in
there he is again.
Al Walkington and Cole Walkington. For the female teams, brother team came third the day before, came in first this day. Very impressive. For the female teams, in third place, Adrienne Gully, Alison Zartman. In second place, Bethany McChesney and Heather White. And in first place, Tara Jackson and Marissa Pope.
There you go. I was just thinking I didn't realize you gave me space to talk there. Because I was like, oh, she wants me to talk? Shoot, too late. If you're Kevin Gregory, right? Like, now that's your thing, right? Your thing is you crush the assault bike. Now, does he need to do 12, 13, 14 seconds every time at a Deka? No, because, right, he's still far ahead of everybody else. So it's kind of like, remember the Bart, when Bart Simpson has that little joke, the one-liner? Let me just
point out, on the male teams, Kevin Gregory and Zach Tate were 14 seconds ahead of third place. So actually it makes a pretty darn big difference.
Yeah.
And he also features in the co-ed team results. And in that, he's like quite a bit. Well, I'm really bad at math. 28 seconds ahead.
There was one, I can't remember. I have to look it up. I don't have it in front of me. There was like it was either the women's team or something, where it was like a second and a half or less made the difference between like second and third. And it was just like, oof. And they don't wear timing chips, right? So it's just, is it just like, or the timing chip is in the baton, I think. Isn't it? I'm making that up. That would make sense.
It would make sense because that's what they hand over, isn't it?
Yeah.
I should know this. Don't ask.
And that's the goal, is getting the baton across.
So for the co-ed team, actually,
we're still going.
They have to. Yeah, we've got loads to do, buddy. There were loads
for the love of Pete, man.
That's why I'm trying to move it on a bit. And actually, the team have to cross the finish line together. It's not just getting the baton across the line. It's together. In third place, Chelsea Grant and Pat Millington. In second place, Katie Duke and Grayson Kilgore. And in first place, Kayla Citadino and Kevin Gregory. I am going to move swiftly on to the Deka Strong World Championship results for the men. In third place, good old Kevin Gregory again. Second place, Christopher Von Hoff. And in first place, Colin Steifer.
There, I forgot my lights.
Women.
Now I look much better.
You look much better.
Thank you. I look ashy.
Place, Raquel Fairs. Second place, Brooklyn Nichols. And in first place, Tara Jackson.
Okay, I gotta be honest. If I knew that there was this many results,
you wouldn't have been interrupting me.
I would not have been interrupting you. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Nobody is enjoying this, by the way.
I
Not
know,
even the
that's
people
what
who
I'm
are on
trying
the
to
podium.
direct.
Not even the people on the podium. They're just like, just get to
Oh my
get to
God.
thoughts on things.
Shush. For the male team, in third place, Connor Bell and Jamie Goodman, Jeff Bundrick and Carl Wise in second place, and in first place, Alexander Golick and Kevin Gregory. And for the female team, in third place, Kayla Cittadino and Olivia Zamora. In second place, Sen Golovkina and Valeria Mendez. And in first place, Tara Jackson and Michaela Short. For the
That second place team
elite,
sounded like a Harry
third
Potter
place,
spell.
Katie Brown and Michael Racine. In second place, Chelsea Grant and Zach Tate. And in first place, Amber Tate, and Kevin Gregory. Amber and
Are you
Zach
doing age group right now? What is happening? How is there so many?
Co-ed team elites for the Deka Strong World Championship.
Crap.
I'm not going to do age groups because there's lots of them. I'm just checking.
Yeah, the coverage I watched seemed to take less time than this.
Wow, you are so ungrateful. Okay,
I'm not ungrateful. I didn't realize there was this much.
Hang on, Dustin.
Oh, now I'm in trouble.
I had a really good idea for a thoughts on things whilst we were driving. What was it?
Cutting this part out. Ain't nobody care about the shibba jabba.
Yeah. All right, I've got a good thoughts on things, but carry on.
Oh, good. I've got, because thoughts on things, I can trim that other stuff way down. We can, man, I've got like.
No, I want you to leave in the part where you apologize to me.
Which part? Oh, I'm definitely cutting that out.
No, you're leaving it in.
Oh, wait, about the whole 15 seconds thing?
No, because you didn't apologize about that. The whole, sorry, I wouldn't have interrupted you if I knew it was going to take this long.
Oh, yeah, I'll leave that part in because that sounds, I'm definitely not apologizing for getting once. Man.
Correcting me.
You know what's funny?
I was right and you didn't believe me? Yeah.
It drives me crazy sometimes being wrong. But in this case, I was like, not a big deal. But it does not drive me as crazy as I thought being wrong, as it makes you so happy to be right.
To be right.
Yeah, look at you just lit up just me saying that. And it's like you knew where I was going. It didn't matter. You like just watching you say like I was right. Like there's so much you can't even see it, but there's just it lights you up, Fran. Hilarious.
Kind
of like me.
Light up.
Before my lights were off, I turned my lights on. Thought I was getting sick. I was looking at my face and I was like, what's wrong with me?
So thoughts on things.
Oh, no. I thought for sure we had 5 more categories to talk about first. Jesus, that took forever. By the way, congratulations to all the athletes. That's pretty amazing. But what I was trying to say is that, like, if you're Kevin Gregory, though, like, at some point, you might want to just get on the assault bike and do it in 16 seconds. But, like, everyone's, like, staring at you like, he's going to do it again. He's going to do it again. And it's, like, the 4th time on the weekend, he's probably like, guys, just... And if he does, like, 16 seconds, people are going to be like, oh, he only did it in 16 seconds.
But he's not going to be breaking the record every time. You saw how many times he was on the podium. He's on the podium
that's what I'm saying.
6 times over the weekend. And he only broke the record once. So I think people are kind of giving.
The record that he broke, that
he set.
Blah, blah, blah. I messed that up. Okay. So I have 2 thoughts on things. And you have 1. So
I think this podcast should eventually just become thoughts on things because that is our most interesting bit.
I think so too. But then, but having OCR in the title makes it kind of, and the fact that we're tied to the OCR report, like we should at least be like, hello, everybody. Don't forget this weekend.
But what does Jack talk about?
I haven't listened to a single one of Jack's podcasts.
No, me.
Actually, I did. I listened to one and it was the one where he talked about his depression and it made me really sad. And I was like, I don't want to listen to, it was very sad.
I don't want to be sad.
I know it's the holidays. Speaking of the holidays, Fran.
Okay.
Thoughts on things. That is the new Thoughts on Things jingle that I'll forget by the time we record this again.
You could learn it on the bass guitar and then record it.
I'm looking at my bass as I do it, thinking like, what notes would those be? And I have no idea.
The fiddle.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, not the violin, the fiddle.
I know the strings on the bass are E, A, F, and G. Right? E, A, eat and feed grapes. Eat and no. Anyway, doesn't matter. Whew, it's okay. I didn't have like 6 or 7 lessons that I paid for, only to forget all that stuff. Thoughts on things.
Thoughts on things.
With the holidays approaching, Fran, tell me a holiday tradition that you and or your family have that you look forward to every year?
If I sang this song, tell me what it means to you.
Okay.
'Tis the season to be jolly and joyous. Fa la la.
That sounds like a very alternative version of a song that I've heard before. And
And who would
it
sing that?
so I gotta say this. I don't know, but I'm gonna guess that it's the Muppets.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you posted about it the other day too, so I'm kind of cheating.
It's the Muppets Christmas Carol. Every
You what?
Christmas.
That's your annual, you watch it?
Every Christmas. And it just so happens
Oh,
that Dustin also loves the Muppets, which is
I
good
should.
because the old guy that I lived with did not like Muppets Christmas Carol and didn't want to watch it with me every year. And,
Oh, yeah.
but there were also
The,
other issues there, which we won't get into.
the Muppets in Space is a good one.
So, yeah, so the Muppets Christmas Carol, I guess.
Okay, nice.
Yeah,
So
but it's
you know what's
not
funny?
just a
That just
standard Joe getting a tree and stuff.
yeah. That just reminded me of what I used to do when I was still like with my kid's mom and we all like had holidays together is we would always watch uh Nightmare Before Christmas, which we also watched at Halloween time. We would watch Nightmare Before Christmas and we would watch the Jim Carrey The Grinch,
Mm.
and we would go buy those little super horrible bad for you like Pillsbury instant
Ooh,
Christmas shaped cookies, sugar cookies,
lovely.
and we would make a tray of those, lay them on the little table, and we'd watch those movies. But
Love that.
um, but one tradition that I continue to do now that I love and I can't wait is I always do Christmas Eve with my cousins, my father's side of the family, like every Christmas Eve.
Oh,
And they're over just a few miles away from me. And we go over and it's like food and it's drink and it's like all the family and family friends and other loved ones if you have them. And the white elephant gift gets very competitive, very like people trying to hide because you know you can only like steal things a couple times if you do the white elephant thing, and it gets like you can get a little heated because you got the Italians and the Greeks,
ooh, there are
and
Greeks in that.
you add booze. Yeah. My cousin married into a big Greek family, so you've
Wow.
got the Italians or Sicilians if they want to be technical, and the Greeks, and it's just like it's just a riot.
A
And every
riot.
year there seems to be a new baby popping up somewhere.
Oh,
Yeah, and it's just like yeah, it's phenomenal. So I can't wait for Christmas Eve with my
phenomenal.
family.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Why don't you do yours and then we'll alternate.
My thoughts on things is not Christmas related at all.
Neither is my next one, so it's okay.
Okay. What is your favorite TV commercial of all time?
Oh my gosh. You know what's funny is that ties in indirectly with my third question with my next question, but in the opposite. So, ooh, my favorite TV commercial of all. Oh my gosh. God, there's so many. So oh boy, I'll have to think. See, this is I hate being put on
This
the
is why
spot.
he has to ask the questions because I come up with answers immediately and he goes,
Yeah,
"Oh,
and I have trouble,
oh
and
boy,
as I'm learning,
oh boy."
I get what my therapist calls anxiety when I get unexpectedly put on the spot
Okay, so if
sometimes.
I was your therapist, what I would now ask is, okay, not what's your favorite commercial of all time? What was the first commercial that came to mind when I asked you that question?
Oh, that's a good redirect. I like that.
Thank you.
Hey,
I'm
have you
quite
thought
good.
about doing that professionally?
Yeah, no, I'm all right at it.
That's okay. Well, what it makes me, my brain first goes to, okay, commercials I like. Think about the Super Bowl because, every year the Super Bowl has a whole new slew of these commercials, and a lot of them tend to
Did your
be
brain not immediately jump to a commercial though?
what, what it did? It jumped to a commercial in my question because
Okay.
but it was similar, but different, which I'll get
Okay.
to when I get to mine.
Okay.
Um, oh, okay. Okay. You know what? I just thought about this. There's a commercial and I don't know what it's for, Oh, it's for some kind of soap. It used to be on
Ocean Breeze.
before the internet. Before the internet, when you could just watch anything you wanted ever, they had these shows on TV, on network TV, like once a couple times a year, and it was like, here's the funniest commercials from around the
Oh
world.
yeah.
And there was this one, and I don't know how they got to put it on TV, and it's gonna make me sound creepy, but I promise it's not. Because I'm like, I like that one with all the little naked Japanese boys. But it's this video of all these little Japanese boys in this giant like communal bath, and they're all like scrubbing each other and laughing, and it's happy music, and they're all lining up, and then behind one of the little boys you see bubbles go bloop 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 pop up from underneath him, and the next scene is that boy by himself and all the other boys like 10 feet behind him.
Okay, I forgive you.
Yeah, that was a long way to get there. I'm really sorry.
It's okay.
And you know what, as soon as we shut this down, I'm gonna go, that commercial. In fact, I might come up with one just listening to you talk about your commercial, because that is not really my favorite one. That's just one that I remember that I really liked.
So my favorite commercial, and there
Thank you
have
for
been many good
rescuing
ones,
the bit,
which often get on like the top commercials of all time. If you're in the UK, you'll know the Guinness one with the tick tock. Tick
Iron Brew has
follows
great
tock,
commercials, by the
follows
way.
Tick follows tock follows, but that is not my favorite commercial of all time.
I don't know that commercial
Right.
actually.
It's a Guinness. It's a Guinness one. There's like,
Okay.
and then I'm not sure if that's the one where the horses are galloping in the sea. A little bit over the top. My favorite commercial of all time is for Tetley tea. Now, I don't actually drink Tetley tea, but
Neither do I.
no. So there used to be to advertise Tetley tea, and I don't know if it still is because I don't actually watch TV anymore. Netflix. The Tetley Teamen, who were cartoons of like a group of like men, the Tetley Teamen, and they would be in the adverts. And there was this advert once where one of the Tetley Teamen was in the desert, and he's like dragging his limp body over the sand dunes, desperately looking for water. And he's like, water, water,
Okay.
water, and he comes across like a water source, and I can't remember
an oasis.
If it's like
we would call that
water or an oasis, but he comes across water. He gets the water and he just goes, kettle, kettle, kettle.
I get that joke.
Yeah,
I get that joke.
That's one of the best adverts of all time.
Because he wants his tea.
He really wants tea. He's a
and that was a little cartoon guy doing that.
I'll try and find it for you and send it to you at some point.
Yeah, please. I'm gonna come up with so many different commercials now after that. So, it's so funny. This is exactly where my brain went now, because when you mentioned that, it's like we were on the same astral plane. So, what I want to know is, and it doesn't have to be a commercial, but tell me about an ad. It could be TV, radio, whatever. That is just, it's one of those ones that for whatever reason, it's just so bad, or you dislike it so much that you would actually never use the product just because the ad is so bad.
I know it exists, but I can't think of it.
Yeah. I only know this came up to this.
I think I actually even wrote to a company to say, this advert is so bad, I will no longer use your product. And I can't remember what it,
wow. You're that level of, like, that really annoyed you.
Yeah.
Like this company.
You know what though? Banks in the UK went through a phase of doing poems. And I want to say it was the NatWest Bank. Dustin's looking at me very confused. I want to say it was the NatWest Bank.
So am I.
Did an advert with really, really poor poetry. And it was so bad. I was just like, are you freaking kidding me? I hate this, because it was so it was so overdone and it was so bad. That's 2020. This might be it. I'm going to have a quick look, see if this is it, and tell you.
Okay.
2020.
Okay. Through the power of editing, we can jump ahead to the part where we talk about it. Pew.
No, that's not it, because that's got that guy in it that I like. Maybe it was 2020.
No one wants that guy in it.
Dominic West, I like him.
That's enough coffee for you.
Oh, I heard that. Bump, bum, bump, bum, bum. That part's not gonna make it, but it's okay.
No. Oh, poet Matt Harvey. Oh, this could be it.
Matt Harvey. Is it meant to be funny?
I tell my sons. This wasn't it, but yeah, I hated it. I hated those adverts. I hated them. I can't say if they were my least favorite adverts. I'll tell you what else I did once. There was once an advert for, I want to say it was 3 Mobile or something, and they had a phone that was alive, and then they killed the phone, and I actually complained to Ofgem because it was really upsetting.
Wow.
But I also cry over cartoons, and I'm vegan.
So you're like, I always wonder sometimes, like, who are these people going on Yelp and giving 1-star reviews?
Me.
That's you. That's you.
But I also give 5-star reviews if deserved.
That's my bit. Not my bit, but that's my thing.
When I
Yelp.
go to read reviews, I will read 5 stars and 1 stars. Anything else?
Well, I think most people that give reviews only give either 1 star. You're either on there because you had an amazing time or you've got something to bitch about.
Unless there's no Dutch, you never give anyone 5 stars if you're Dutch.
There's no like everyone's like, it was okay. 3 stars. You're not putting a review. You're like, I'm mad
5 stars.
or I'm really happy. 5 stars.
5 stars. So go on. What advert for you was so bad that you'll never use the product?
In the United States, and I don't feel bad because this is a massive nonprofit, but if anybody listens to AM radio, sometimes if I want to just drone out on the way to work, I'll listen to, honestly, the biggest waste of time in the world, which is AM American Sports Talk Radio. Because basically, I don't know if you guys, do you have radio shows?
Talk Sport.
Where like do they like the average guy call in and be like, well, what I think they should do, and they give them their ideas for how they would run the team. You know, the guy with
I don't listen to sports radio.
You know what? Your life is better because of it.
I just listen to Spotify.
Sports talk radio is quite possibly just the lowest form of entertainment. Absolutely. But for whatever reason, on not just sports talk, but on most AM radio stations, we have this nonprofit over here called Cars for Kids. And I'll see, I almost can't. I give them credit because I almost sing the jingle as I say their name. It's Cars for Kids, KARS, Cars for Kids.
KIDZ.
And they have this jingle, and it's so hard to not sing it right now. But and they even have TV commercials that come up like on YouTube, and it's all these little kids, and they're lip syncing and air guitaring instruments, and it's so bad, so bad.
What's the jingle?
Will we get copyright struck for singing a jingle?
No.
It goes 1877 Cars for Kids. KARS, Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Cars for Kids. Wow, you just advertised something that you hate.
Yeah. And if I knew how to do the beep, 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 little like sensor beeps on this editing software, I would do it. But,
I just tried to look up the most annoying adverts in the UK. But
that's them. I can't do it. I
couldn't find anything that struck a.
They'll take your car, running or not in most cases. They'll take lots.
I did find a Reddit post called "Those effing NatWest Poetry adverts." It's like Howard from Halifax for a new generation. Oh, nationwide. Maybe it's nationwide. Maybe it's nationwide. Hang on.
Look up Cars for Kids annoying.
No.
Yeah. I want you to see what I'm going through here, Fran.
No.
Yeah. Nar. You almost said no like an Australian.
No.
You almost said nar.
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 There's something kind of, I think, cute about that. At least if an Australian woman says it.
Anything to eat. As that stranger sends kindness my way in the form of a perfect slice of cake. Slides it across the counter.
What is this?
No fuss.
That's a bank advert. Oh my God, because we care. Oh my God.
But banks don't care though.
No, they don't. Yeah, so I hate those.
Cool. Well, that was, yeah. That was mine. We're not doing AMSMR, and we're not NERD. We're not doing GMTA. What are you about to do right now?
I was trying to AMSR.
What does AMSR stand for?
ASMR.
ASMR.
I don't know.
ASMR.
I don't know. I don't care. I hate
Those
it.
people that go like
Makes me uncomfortable.
and they like scratch their microphone and stuff.
Yep,
Yeah.
makes me really uncomfortable.
Is this really how we're gonna end our? This
As
is our
badly as it started.
this is our season finale. Let's see if we can do better
Thanks
than
for not listening.
episode 2, where we got 11 views.
Woo!
I mean, there's really nothing.
We should run a competition next year where it's like, if on one episode, like the 500th download on that episode will win like a WTM entry or something.
I don't know if I can tell how to do that. Which one that is?
Well, you just have to keep watching it all the time.
Oh, just keep refreshing it over and over again.
And then I don't know how you find out who that is.
Babe, if I was like waiting for our 500th download, you know how long I'd be waiting? I think I'm still waiting for our 500th download.
Yeah, but maybe they would listen so that they would win the WTM entry. I don't know. Not that.
Oh, WTM entry. I missed that part. See, this is what I was going to say. When I'm editing, sometimes you will like, as we're in the process of talking over each other, you will crack like a pretty good joke. And I just don't hear it because I'm talking over you, or vice versa. And when we're editing, I'm like, oh, you got to respond to that, dude. You got to respond. That was
I
funny.
recorded in dual channel so that we would have the audio for both of us.
It just comes through as one audio file, usually.
Okay.
Which actually works out.
Well, today you're going to get it in more because I've recorded on the cloud, I think. So you'll just get access to it.
Oh, you did that one time before, and I was like, why are all these little lines on my editing software? And that's okay. It works for me. Yeah,
Right,
we should also
have a great
we'll have to have a talk about
doing
because I do think I don't know if anybody cares about race results.
Mm.
Like sometimes it's the only thing that we talk about that's OCR related. So it keeps the theme, but I'm
People are
like
more excited about what's coming, not what's gone.
I agree.
Mm. And with that in mind, it's been a blast.
It's been
2025.
Quite a season. Thank you, honestly, though, for the 285 people that watched episode 9.
Thank you.
Yeah, for the 1,540 people who watched us on YouTube. For the you know what? I didn't add up total number of downloads.
No.
For which is actually it's okay. It wasn't like a horrible amount. Like
Good.
So thank you to them and thank you to you as I look out into the vast audience. Thank you to Fran for agreeing to do this every week because I still enjoy it. I have a good time.
Who'd have thought?
And who'd have thought? Not me. Not me. Look at us.
Not me.
So now we're going to go celebrate our holidays with our families or non-families and get back together sometime in January.
Cheers to that.
Cheers, my dear.